I just want you guys to give me a prediction of this Tusker AFC game. Do you see FC building on their recent win?
First of all, let me say I heard Mr. Ichesa, the former sports man there, saying that there's about 1.7 million that was promised to FC Leopards, and he'll make sure that this money is given to FC Leopards. So at least when I expect Kakitu, so obvious they have to do something. But on to the prediction, definitely I think AFC can do something or a draw. Because at least they are
and
up.
Just to pick up on his sentiments about Mr. Rashid Echesa, I think right now he's coming out of the closet, giving us, pretty much telling us there was 1.7 million shillings and all this. He should have done that while he was in office.
Yeah.
But it was a promise. He has just promised to make sure that those, the money reaches the targeted guys. So I think.
And do you think AFC can get a win here?
I don't think AFC can get a win. Remember, Tusker FC are targeting the 4th position in the KPL table. If they win, they're going to move all the way to 4th, and AFC are still
relegation.
Yeah, so it is a tricky tie for AFC Leopards. But also, for me, another game that marks a huge game this weekend in the KPL is the Mathare United versus Western Steamer. They're actually playing today at the Kasarani Stadium. That is also another big match. I think Western Steamer are either going to hold Mathare to a 1-1 draw.
Really?
Mathare winning.
Mathare and Francis, I think those guys are like,
I think
they're hot, just hot. Mathare United are thrashing clubs. And I think it's time Mathare pia ianze kupanda. But I'm not opposing you. Because Western Steamer pia tumeona recently wamefanya a good job. But again, compared to Mathare where it is right now, and how it is doing, I think Mathare
are favorites for this game.
Yeah, they are my favorites.
Nicolette, Tusker or AFC?
I think it'll be a draw.
Think a draw?
I think, for the first time, let me say, I feel like AFC will try their best to hold their ground. I give it a 1-1 draw.
A 1-0 draw. Well, for me, I'll just let it be. I really don't know. AFC looking to build from their last weekend's victory, and they're trying to get out of that relegation zone. I'm going to go for a draw as well. Now, those were the controversial decisions from VAR. And judging from my point of view, I think from those 3 decisions, only one they got spot on. Now, I'll get my pundits' thoughts on this, and I'll start off with the big game that was PSG against United, that handball. I just want to see what my pundits think about that. Was that a penalty or not? And if it was not a penalty, what does that mean for VAR? Because clearly it got it wrong.
That was not a penalty. From my point
of view, yeah.
My point of view?
Yeah.
Okay. That was not a penalty. Because let me tell you one thing. It is clear, if you read again, and it's yesterday that I went through again, all about Sharia as a handball and what have you. There is what we call ball to hand and hand to ball.
Yeah.
That was ball to hand, not a hand to ball. Okay? If we talk about the second incident, the second video that we played in Tona, that was hand to ball. Okay? But when you are trying to block a ball and then inakuja inakuhit, all of a sudden, also referees look at the positioning of your arm. How is your arm? Manchester United, I mean, for PSG, ligonga this way.
And his hand was not in an upward position, it was up.
Yes. Okay? And then again, if you can see, Yulam say at Hakwa, I'm a face ball.
He didn't even know where the ball was.
Yes.
He just turned, anticipating to block it.
He was trying to block that ball. So that is why I'm saying that was
not a handball. Well, let me get my United's fans here now. I know, don't be biased.
Automatically, what
because
no.
They shouldn't be biased.
Unlike you, we're sports people.
Oh, nice.
They shouldn't be biased.
Because, unlike me.
Pardon me first. They shouldn't be biased because first and foremost, their ex-captain, Rio Ferdinand, clearly said, nonsense, that was not a penalty.
Let me pick you up on the conversation about Rio Ferdinand. You see, Rio Ferdinand has, he's gotten to play in the pitch. He knows the natural circumstances.
Yeah.
As a player, when you're trying to defend, what you might be able to do. And what he's trying to defend, by the decision that was made was, as a natural player, or pretty much as the game is going on, it is not the defender's fault that the hand was where it was and the ball met his hand. But according to the laws of football, when the football comes into contact with your hand, then it is a handball. Now, yes, when you look at natural circumstances, it is not a handball. But when you go down to the laws of FIFA and the laws of football, it is a handball. Now, as a match official, are you going to follow the natural outcome? Remember, you're the official, or you're going to follow the stipulated laws?
First and foremost, I think, let me just oppose you there a bit. Yes, but then again, the rules say your hand has to be in an elevated position for it to be a handball.
No, but they
His
said,
hand was
but
in a
did you read
natural
the statement?
position.
There was a statement that was released by FIFA that backed the official agreement for giving out the penalty.
Of course, they can't.
Where
They
he
can't
said,
go
no,
against
no,
it.
Listen, you see that penalty was very 50-50, to be honest.
Nah,
but then
no.
they said the reason is how his body positioned. Basically, it was like, you know, you want to lift your hand and then you
At least,
Kazia.
Nah,
So
at
that's
least you
what's
can-
changed.
at
Because they
least-
said he made himself bigger. That was the word that they
Yeah.
used. He made himself bigger, which means it was that natural instinct of he wanted to, then he kind of like
But
held
was
himself
defending,
back.
so you
Yeah,
couldn't
but then you
expect
see,
it.
like
How
the way
would he
he's
want
saying,
to-
as an official, you have to grant the penalty.
How would he want to lift his hand up, yet his back was turned? He didn't even know where the ball was going.
Okay, let me say this, guys. Let us not talk even about how the ball hit that arm. Let's talk about the VAR. Because hiyo ball ilikuwa imechezwa almost 2 minutes. Ndio akakuja kuamua, si ndio?
Because-
Meaning, the first eye ya referee haikuona ni penalty.
Yeah, the
Thank
referee
God.
was
Okay,
not.
the
Thank God
referee
for
aliona
VAR.
this is not a penalty. And so let us talk about the VAR. Because
Yeah.
naturally, it wasn't a penalty. Because unajua ni kitu ile tunasemaga, I've played football. Ni ile design unaona. Referee ameona na amepuliza filimbi. That is a penalty because ameiona, and through his mind, it is a penalty. But a
Prince-
second thought and second decisions about VAR,
Yeah.
now that is where we have to concentrate.
But
No,
Prince,
but then
have you ever
again,
heard-
yeah, but also,
Yeah.
then again, the whole reason why VAR was introduced was because of such incidents where a referee will deny a penalty or
Which-
deny a tackle
and this-
simply
which-
because he did
lem-
not see it.
True. And have you ever heard of the saying, 2 heads are better than one? You know, people are assuming VAR to be artificial intelligence. These are just cameras, and we
The
have about
place, yeah.
15 referees in the background, just like we have directors in the background, yeah? Who are
my
reviewing,
God.
Yeah,
who are
it's
reviewing
true,
the
yeah, by
play.
the way, yeah.
Okay, but
It's
let
not
me tell you
artificial
one thing. Let me tell you
intelligence.
one
So,
thing.
with all these other 15 referees, they had to review the play. And they had to talk back to the referee in the pitch and tell him, we've noticed there's something you didn't see that we've seen.
Yeah.
So call the penalty.
Okay, but then again, they got it wrong. So that's now my argument. If VAR are getting such decisions wrong,
No,
what
Delvin.
is that
I think
decision?
that's what I
what do you
don't
mean?
think